A magnificent coming together of the human family has commenced. July 21, 2013. The long-expected and hoped-for moment of once more becoming fully conscious beings, at one with each other and God, and fully aware of this, draws ever closer, as more of you choose to join the collective intent to awaken. It can happen instantly when the love field enveloping and uniting you all is fully acknowledged. Despite all the attention being paid to the illusion and its problems, there is growing awareness that a sea change in perception is essential if you are to leave behind the old ways of judgment, retribution, and conflict so that you can live in harmony with one another, regardless of race, color, or religious or political persuasion, and that awareness is what is driving you forward so effectively on your path to awakening. The oneness of God is wondrously stimulating and utterly amazing. It can only be experienced. Attempting to describe it in words or images, in fact, in any manner at all, as so many of your mystics and enlightened ones have told you, is beyond impossible. However, those who have experienced it have managed to convey to those who are willing to listen that it is an experience that surpasses all joy, exhilaration, and understanding. It just is. And all are enveloped within it, even if they choose to remain unaware. To be unaware is a choice that humanity made. Now you are in the process of changing your minds and allowing yourselves to open up to the infinite wonder of God's eternal love for you. Nothing you can think, say, or do could remotely compensate for what you lost when you chose to become unaware, which is why you can never find true satisfaction within your illusory environment. You have to wake up. And you will. Consciousness, God, is a massive, a vast, an infinite field of loving and accepting awareness, in which all that is, every part of consciousness from the infinitesimal smallest to the infinitely largest, exists eternally in perfect bliss-filled harmony. Within that field are a few small pockets, bubbles, or enclosures, in which an aspect of consciousness has chosen, very temporarily, to play a game of being unaware of its oneness and to pretend to be separate, individual. Humans on Earth are presently experiencing life in one such illusory enclave, but the unawareness that they chose to experience is wearing off as they move towards their moment of awakening. To be unaware, as humanity most definitely has been, is a most unnatural state of being which can only last for a moment, rather like the soap bubbles that children blow and which burst almost as soon as they have formed, releasing the air trapped within them back into the surrounding atmosphere. The bubble of unawareness in which you presently seem to be enclosed and cut off from reality has no option but to burst when the moist film enclosing it dries and shrinks in the surrounding air. Then the unawareness enclosed within it will just dissipate as it is subsumed fully and lovingly into the field of divine awareness from which it had tried to hide. Unawareness does not exist, cannot exist. It would be like a state of intense darkness, a dark hole, where there is no shade or shadow to cause it, in a place fully lit by the midday sun. Unawareness is an imaginary state of unknowing which humanity built so that it could justify the many unconscionable and unloving activities in which it has been engaged over the eons. If you had allowed yourselves to remain fully aware, you could never have become embroiled in judgment of one another, leading to intense disagreement, fear, hatred, conflict, and endless war. As your unawareness fades and then disintegrates, you begin to recognize the insanity of so many of your activities and plan future activities, and so you take steps to put an end to them. Now many of you are making the determined intention to cease using violence against another, whatever the circumstances, and the results of those individual loving intents is a growing field of energy that is effectively swamping, drowning, and then transforming any energies that are not in alignment with it. Distrust is an energy of fear to which many of you have clung in desperation as you observed or took part in the conflicts that seem to be almost constantly ongoing all around you. Now the divine field of love that envelops the earth is dissolving all fear and hatred, as the energy that supported them becomes transformed by humanity's collective choice to awaken from the nightmare inferno of distrust and conflict which has so disastrously confined each of you in the fires of your own bitterness and confusion for far too long. Trust occurs when people stop mistrusting and cease erecting the defenses that mistrust demands. That is now happening all across the world in an unprecedented expansion of awareness that is the only way out of the wars and conflicts that have plagued you since before the dawn of recorded history. You have realized that there has to be a better way, and that there is a better way, and you are now engaging with it in increasing numbers. And that way is by respecting and honoring one another, no matter how diverse may be the cultures, ethnicities, religions, and political persuasions which have been used for so long as a means to divide you and set you against each other. Those days are over. A magnificent coming together of the human family has commenced. It is like a massive family reunion, a get-together to celebrate a wedding or a birth. And just as in such a celebration, the newlyweds honor each other in their vows, or the parents honor and welcome their new child, all present now make a new and loving start, saluting all the family members, and agreeing to release and forgive old scores that had festered instead of being settled. After the celebration, a great lightening of the collective energy field can most definitely be felt by all present. Open yourselves now to feel that energetic shift, that transformation that is encouraging you to embrace others instead of distrusting and avoiding them. All are one, you know that. You can no longer deny it by pretending to be separated by race, religion, class distinction, gender, or supposed value to society. Open up by honoring self and others, and by graciously accepting the recognition offered to you, and feel the divine energy field embracing you as you do so. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com